Tonight on Newsbeat, a shooting at Florida State University leaves 6 injured, how one LSU student is breaking ground in cancer research, and LSU Gymnastics returns to Fort Worth to defend the crown. All this and more, Newsbeat starts now. Good evening and welcome to Thursday Newsbeat. I'm Morgan Charles.
And I'm Caroline Fernandez.
An active shooter was reported at Florida State University this afternoon. The shooting took place at FSU Student Union and the campus was put on lockdown. At least 6 victims have been brought to Tallahassee Memorial Hospital and 1 person has died. Authorities say that a suspect has been arrested and an investigation is currently ongoing.
And so we got up, looked out the window, and I remember looking outside and hearing 5 more shots go off. And I was like, what's going on? So I saw kids running away from the student union, and I walked away from the window. Then I walked back to the window and heard 6, 7 more shots ring out. And at that point, we were like, okay, there's a shooting going on.
This is a developing story.
Arrangements for the funeral of former LSU wide receiver Kyron Lacey have been released. The services will be held at the Stouffer Gymnasium at Nichols State in Thibodaux on April 26th. There will be a public viewing from 8:30 to 10:30 a.m., followed by a funeral service at 11. Lacey took his own life Saturday night in Houston. He was just 24.
Louisiana is notorious for its strict smoking laws, yet some smoke shops continue to multiply, especially in the Baton Rouge area. One of the most noticeable hotspots is alongside Highland Road, an active strip popular among local students. Tiger TV's Claudia Bell has the inside scoop behind the phenomenon.
As an informal holiday popular amongst college students fastly approaches, many have begun to notice a shift in tone surrounding it. The once prominent stigma often aimed at frightening young and older audiences about its predatory effects has altered. In a modern twist, business owners seem to be capitalizing on it and adopting the very predatory tactics once used to condemn it.
We know from research that both having positive beliefs about a substance and how socially normative that substance is perceived to be predicts whether or not people are likely to begin using that substance. Just seeing all of the shops around, I can imagine at the very least, makes people more likely to pick up.
Behind this fishy phenomenon is a strategy called spatial clustering, where retailers deliberately place their businesses near universities and community colleges for greater profits. A 2018 study by the National Institute of Health in California found that out of more than 2,000 vape shops within the state, about 31% were located within 3 miles of a 4-year university and 42% were near a community college. Now, LSU students aren't limited to just one option. They get the luxury of choosing between 3.
I mean, it's tricky because even if there were regulations on campus regarding vaping or tobacco use or substance use, it's difficult to apply those things just across the road, literally.
While zoning laws and retailer regulations make it difficult to reduce the number of shops near campus, potential strategies include expanding state and local laws to prohibit tobacco sales near schools and college campuses. Additionally, education and quitting resources tailored to students could continue countering the influence of retailers, empowering students to make better choices despite the proximity to temptation. I'm Claudia Bell with Tiger TV News.
If you or someone you know is trying to break the fruit habit, visit the Student Health Center's website for nicotine cessation resources and support.
An LSU student is breaking new ground in cancer research. Jared Loria was one out of 441 students nationwide to be recognized for their innovative research. I recently spoke with Jared about his work that could one day benefit thousands of people.
Jared Loria was born an LSU fan and grew up watching those fighting Tigers in Death Valley with his family. And today, he is fighting cancer right here on LSU's campus. This biological engineer looks at cancer cells within immersive 3D simulations, which gives more insight to these cells.
Whenever they do cancer studies, they'll do them on a 2-dimensional surface, but that's not very true going on in the bodies. Well, that's the whole point of our project.
And people are noticing his research. Jared has now been named a Goldwater Scholar, which is one of the nation's most prestigious and competitive scholarships for undergraduates pursuing research careers in science, mathematics, and engineering.
I got Goldwater, which is national recognition, which is something I would have never dreamed of.
For those who dream of making an impact in their field of study, Lorios stresses there's no need to look any farther than LSU.
There's amazing, prestigious professors in every department, and you don't need to go somewhere else to get those opportunities. You can get them here very, very, very easily.
From walking campus as a child to making groundbreaking strides in cancer research, Loria's story shows that big dreams can start and grow right here at LSU.
Lorio's journey is a powerful reminder of the opportunities available to students at LSU.
You know, Caroline, the arts and science can often feel like polar opposites.
That's right, Morgan, but these two groups came together at LSU to show that creativity and discovery go hand in hand. Ivy Holland has more. Ivy?
LSU's College of Science and Dramatic Arts hosted a unique festival that followed two worlds to brought together that many people would not assume have a lot in common. The Sci Arts Festival at LSU invited students and faculty to explore the crossing of scientific discovery and creative expression. The event featured performances and keynote speakers that asked the bold questions, can art help shape the future of science? Participants said the festival was a refreshing reminder that science and art aren't opposites, they're partners. Together, they offer powerful new ways to understand the world and imagine an innovative future.
Well, I think one of the big problems that we have with science in America and the way that we teach it is that the curricula are so specialized that the students don't get enough of the rest of knowledge. And not everything can be explained by science. Sometimes things are explained by people and the way we interact with each other and our history.
With science and art working hand in hand, LSU is redefining what innovation looks like, and this festival may just be the spark of something bigger. Next on Thursday's Newsbeat, Madeline Frances is live in Fort Worth, Texas, as LSU's Gymnastics prepares for semifinals later tonight.
The Purple Room is back.
We're back this semester with episodes every Friday.
And we're talking the latest on everything LSU sports, news, lifestyle, and more.
And we're bringing you some exclusive interviews with top-tier guests.
The Purple Room Podcast.
Tune in every Friday wherever you get your podcasts.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. 2 milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
And now, a Tiger Sports Update. Thanks for sticking with us on Thursday Newsbeat. I'm Madeline Frenchris here with your Tiger Sports Update. And as you can see, it's a pretty special one we've got today as we are live from the Lone Star State outside the Dickies Arena where LSU Gymnastics is here to defend their national title. Now, the first semifinal session is just wrapping up. We're just entering the fourth rotation with Missouri and Oklahoma on top. But after it's all said and done, the top two performers will advance to the national championship on Saturday, along with the top two performers of tonight's session, which LSU will compete in, and that starts at 8 o'clock. Now, of course, one of the biggest storylines coming out of this LSU gymnastics team is Aaliyah Finnegan and Haley Bryant. They've each won all the individual awards you could possibly think of, including the Natty last year, so they'll be leaving quite a legacy after competing for LSU for the last time here very soon. So what exactly do Finnegan and Bryant want out of their last performances as LSU Tigers? Simply to embrace the moment. Haley Bryant told us, quote, "I don't think it's going to be about a result. It's not going to be about accomplishing another thing. Just going out there with the best teammates in my last competition ever and just enjoying it." But bringing it back to the boot, the LSU baseball team got a much-needed 10-3 victory over the McNeese State Cowboys after getting swept by Auburn last weekend. Jared Jones was the star on the offense there, and he went 3 for 3 with 3 RBI and a home run. The bullpen also shined with freshman right-hander Maverick Rizzi throwing a little over 2 scoreless innings with 6 strikeouts. This momentum is a much-needed confidence boost because next up, the Tigers face even more top 25 SEC competition, this time the Alabama Crimson Tide. But it's that competition that head coach Jay Johnson says makes his team better.
And that's just the way that it is in our league, and it's not like this anywhere in college baseball. And so you're going to get bloodied. I said that, months before it happened, and we did. And I think the response to it in terms of the things that the players and the staff can control has been great.
Don't forget to catch all the coverage on that series starting tonight and all the national championship coverage here from Fort Worth on our socials at LSU Tiger TV. That's all I've got for this week's Tiger Sports Update, but hang in there because next at 5, a barbershop in the library. How one exhibit is celebrating historical figures in black hair care.
The Purple Room is back.
We're back this semester with episodes every Friday.
And we're talking the latest on everything LSU sports, news, lifestyle, and more.
And we're bringing you some exclusive interviews with top-tier guests.
The Purple Room Podcast.
Tune in every Friday wherever you get your podcasts.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. 2 milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When you walk up to the second floor of the library, you may be surprised to see a black barbershop exhibit. This space was curated by Dr. Asha Winfield to combine curriculum and culture. The exhibit features supplies and media that would typically be in a black barbershop, while also highlighting historical figures and student entrepreneurs in black hair care and beauty. Dr. Winfield is an assistant professor at the Manship School. She worked with librarians Narcissa Haskins and Lauren Lay to make the immersive space, and all 3 women added personal touches that honor their family. She says she wants the space to feel like home because barbershops are about more than beauty.
Wanted to create a space this year that felt personal, that felt like home. And for a lot of people, the barbershop is that. They go there for their life advice, love advice, health advice, people advice. Entrepreneurs are birthed there, politicians are birthed there. It's never just been a space about beauty, it's always been a space of our community.
The exhibit will be on display till April 30th. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight's Newsbeat. Until next time, I'm Morgan Charles.
And I'm Caroline Fernandez. Have a great weekend.